Hi YouTube, please give me a moment while I connect to Facebook. We'll be getting started shortly. And I think we are live on Facebook. Hi everyone, welcome to our weekly broadcast. I am Sami Abasad, Director of Education at T3 Live. Hope you're doing well. I hope your weekend is going great. We're gonna get started and talk about the market, go over the swing ideas for the week. But before we start, as always, standard required disclaimers to let you know that trading is risky and that whatever we discuss is for educational purposes only. If you're new to our channel, be sure to download my free ebook. Link for that is in the description below. But without further ado, let's get going and talk about the charts. If you find benefit, be sure to hit the like button. If you have any questions, leave a comment or send us an email, info@t3live.com. So as you can see, the market potentially double topped, the SPY potentially double topped on Thursday, and Friday we took out Thursday's low, but we didn't follow through to the downside. So we took out the Thursday's low but didn't follow through to the downside, which tells me that if we take out Friday's low, we should probably start the pullback because we're extended. Here it is. This is the start of the pullback. Yes, no, and if we take out the lows here, I think yes. So that's what I'm thinking, is Friday's low is important to hold. If it doesn't, then we're probably lower. Maybe if not lower, then sideways, but we're probably not higher if we take out Friday's low. The Qs, same thing. Created kind of a, I don't know if it's a double top. You know, here's the initial top, here's the secondary top. And then if we break under, then I would expect a pullback, or at least not a pause in the up move that we've had. The IWM, as you can see, already took out Friday's low and closed well below it, which leads the market usually. But in an uptrend, in a strong uptrend, you don't see much. You don't see two red bars in a row unless we're pulling back. Like on the way up here, do you see two red bars in a row? I mean, this doesn't count. I mean, two bars where the second bar closed below the prior bar. You don't see it unless we're actually starting a pullback. But even there, we don't see two red bars in a row. You see what I mean? So it's very, very rare to see two red bars in a row when you have a strong uptrend. We could look at the SPY also. All right, we got two red bars in a row here. Like this is one, that's two maybe, but it's extremely rare. Like it's literally very rare. Look, other than right here maybe, which is, I mean, it's very, very little. Very small bars right here. Do you see any two red bars in a row that had lower lows and closed below, like we see here, or on the way down? You don't. So the moment we see it, like if the IWM closes also below Friday's low with another red bar, that should be confirmation that we are lower. Okay, so we shall see. We'll find out together tomorrow whether the market is lower or not. But in terms of the ideas that I got lined up for tomorrow, I have the AQN, which is a slow mover because it's a utility stock. I like it long over 587 or so. Okay, let me zoom in a little bit with a stop under 560. Okay, so under 563. Target one maybe here, but honestly, it looks much higher. It just needs to get going. Looks much higher. Here's the weekly, here's the monthly. Okay, the BTU certainly looks higher. This is coal, so energy looks higher. Bit sloppy. Let's take a look at the weekly chart. That's the weekly. Looks kind of good. Long over this bar's high, stop under the pivot, and maybe target one right here, and then target two. I'm not sure. I mean, it looks like it has a lot of room, at least when it comes to target two. ETSI is a 1, 2, 3. The only thing is that the ETSI has a declining 20, this blue line. Otherwise, that's a pretty 1, 2, 3. I also like the ETSI on the weekly, I believe. Yeah, the weekly is not bad. The monthly is in a strong downtrend, but it might be ending the downtrend. It's like Moderna. Strong downtrend, but it might be actually ending the downtrend. So ETSI is a 1, 2, 3 on the daily chart. It would be better if it went sideways for a few more days. Otherwise, the entry is over 58.25, 58.30. Stop under 57.11. EW, I've been eyeing it for a while, but it's like it doesn't move or something. I don't know. Been eyeing that weekly breakout. Not sure. So long stop. Whatever the highest point is, stop under that green bars low and target about 85 bucks. So slow mover. And then INHD is a little bit risky. Those usually don't recover, but could it potentially bounce a little bit, like from here to here, and that's it, to 250? That's actually 350. 250 is from the hourly chart, I think. But 350 is the prior high on the daily. That's not even 250. So anyways, the real target is here, 350 on the INHD. METC is a 1, 2, 3. Looks good. I would love for it to print a couple of smaller bars so that the stop is not this huge. Because right now the entry is here, the stop is here. So it'd be really, really big. So I'd love for the base to tighten up on the hourly chart, and then potentially could be a breakout on the hourly. These SYTA, I mentioned it last week, and I think in one day it went up 37% over here. I know the chart looks squished, so hard to read. Feel free to look at it on your own platform, but long and then stop on the SYTE. And the VIPS is one of the China stocks that haven't gone anywhere, but is basing just above the 200, which I like a lot. Is holding pretty well. So maybe long right here. Stop. It's kind of tricky. Where do we put the stop? Right there. Where do we put the stop? Under the 200. But it's one of the more interesting China stocks. There are a few China stocks that are, really, really bullish, like the MOMO at the moment is very bullish. The HSAI, I think, super bullish. Now there's some more that are totally, totally gone, like the Fudu, I think, is like totally gone. So I'm not gonna mention it. But there are a few that are maybe not too far gone, like the VIPS, the MOMO, the HSAI. There's the YMM also, that looks good on the monthly. We'll see. For now, I like the VIPS as a breakout. And in the shorts, I have a few here that I like. The AVTR, I think, is setting up short on the weekly chart. If you look at the weekly. So it literally just needs to break under 1340 to trigger the weekly sell setup. Or if you want to be more conservative, wait for 1320 to excuse me. So under 1340 or 1320, target 40. Stop is over 1442. Target the prior low, which is 1180. Back to the daily time frame. GPUS is a breakdown. It triggered already on Friday. I wasn't aware of it. I didn't find it until this weekend when I scanned. So it's a little bit late, but maybe not too late on the GPUS short under Friday's low. Stop over $1.50. You might be thinking, well, how low can this go? It can go to zero, right? It can always drop. It always has still 100% to go. When you're looking short, it can always go 100%, regardless of the price. Speaking of China stocks, the JD is looking awful. I mean, this thing for sure looks lower to here. Does it have a tight stop? Does it have a tight base? It doesn't, but it really looks lower. So I would love to figure out a way in it. Love to see it base right here. Wait for the 20 to catch up and play the breakdown. Also, Baba's weak, but it's not that good of a setup at all. I mean, it doesn't have a setup, but JD is a breakdown. Rare is a 1, 2, 3. And I would love for it to base one more day to allow the declining 20 to catch up and then play it as a base breakdown. All right. And I think that'll do it for this week. Hope you enjoyed today's short video. If you have, be sure to hit the like button and reach out if you have any questions. info@t3live.com. Thank you all so much and best of luck with your trading this week. I'll see you next time. Take care.